Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Derpy's World. Hello! Right, we got Squiggly Bob here today and we are going to build a giant pumpkin at the end of my pumpkin competition thingy. We said we were going to do it on Sunday, but it's Monday. But yeah, we're doing it. What are you doing? Throwing up pumpkins? That looks really weird. Stop it. Yeah, so, giant pumpkin. What we've done, we've started putting out a bit of mud, so we've got like a frame to build on. So, you stop jumping around, you awkward person. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run around the bottom, put some mud out, and Squiggly Bob's going to put some pumpkins up, because we've got an awful lot of pumpkins, and we're just going to sort of wing it, as we usually do with Derpy builds, and we'll go from there and see what happens. Stop throwing up pumpkins, it looks really strange. I think what we're probably going to end up doing is quite a bit of like a montage thingy here, because this thing's going to be huge. You'll see when we come back to it in a little bit just how big it is, but I'm going to speed this bit up and enjoy us falling off stuff. I expect. I know Squiggly Bob's going to fall off things because this is just what he does, but you know. Anyway, catch you in a minute. Okay, hello again. Right, as you can see, the pumpkin's getting pretty tall now. I think we're going to go up a few more layers, and then, I don't know, we can drop down and start making a face on it, and I think Squiggly Bob's going to carry on sort of making a bit of a pumpkin dome on the top and making some sort of stalk. We're sort of running out of pumpkins now, and I think that Heyman was Isaac coming on. I'm pretty sure Isaac's on the server now, so I think while I go off and grab some pumpkins and Mr. Squiggly Bob is carry on building thingies, I just moved my phone away from the speaker, sorry about that. Yeah, while Mr. Squiggly Bob is continuing to build up on stuff, I'm going to get some more pumpkins. I'm going to sort of show Isaac around a little bit, and then I'm going to come back when hopefully Mr. Squiggly Bob has completed the shape of the pumpkin, and we'd sort of like, add a face on and stuff, and that'd be cool. Hello, back again. Right, I've done a bit of a cut here. Obviously it's daytime now and I'm down the bottom of the pumpkin, and I was at the top of the pumpkin a minute ago. What I'm doing here, I'm just getting rid of a bit of mud scaffolding from around the bottom now, just to sort of tidy things up a bit, because as I found when I was building my own pumpkin, pumpkins don't sort of stick up in blocks on their own. They need something to support them, and then you can knock away the thing from underneath. It's a little bit strange, but yeah, they float. You know, floating pumpkins, a bit strange, but yeah. So we built mud scaffolding around the bottom, like you saw at the start of the video. Bit of mud scaffolding around the bottom, so I'm just getting rid of it. Let's do another hop, skip, and a jump, and back again. As you can see, we've pretty much finished the main body of the pumpkin. You probably got a little view of the top of it. Squiggly Bob's built a little bit of a stalk on top for us. We're probably going to expand that a little bit. Like most of our builds, we're kind of winging it, like we did with the minion. I kind of winged that, didn't have a clue sort of where I was going with it. Still needs a bit of work, apparently. According to Claire, he's still got a bit of mud sticking on the back of his noggin too, so we're going to have to go and sort that out at some point. But we've got the basic shape of it, and much like everything, like my little pig, he kind of needed a bit of work, so we'll come back to him when we'll get the inclination. But you know, it's Halloween, so pumpkin times. So I'm just building a little face here. We're going to give him some I've got some black wool on me. We're going to sort of try and kind of work out this so it doesn't look too weird, but at the same time it looks a bit spooky. So I'm going to give him a big smiley grin. I did think about sort of hollowing out the inside of the pumpkin and filling it with, like, I don't know, like glowstone or something, but unfortunately where we're doing our disco floor, which I've not done a video of yet because it's not really finished, it's kind of half built. Anyway, we're building a disco floor, so we've kind of used all our glowstone, so we need to go back into the nether. While I'm at it, I actually managed to reset our nether, which should be pretty good. I don't know if Isaac's nipped in there and grabbed some stuff for his pumpkin. I've just watched his little video of the pumpkin that's not actually in this video. It gives you kind of an idea why you can't hear me mining. I kind of mucked up my sound a little bit, so I'm sort of narrating over the top of this. But yeah, I still know what's going on because I did it. So yeah, I don't know if Isaac's gone into the nether yet or not, but I reset the nether, so all the stuff that you've seen in the nether we've done is gone. It wasn't very good and it was a bit of a mess, and we spent most of our time running away from ghasts. So I'm probably going to be about the same as that this time round, but it's all reset, it's all a bit different. Hopefully when we eventually find the nether fortress this time, it should be a little bit more interesting than the last one, and hopefully there'll be some stuff in some of the chests because nobody's nicked it all, but we shall see. So yeah, here's my pumpkin's big cheesy grin. I'm going to block up and do some eyes, so here we go. I've done a few eyes. I decided to change them, so I figured I'd come up here, I'd use my little pumpkin as sort of a guide, knock a few bits and pieces out and make his eyes a bit bigger, because he's got a huge head, so tiny little eyes just doesn't work out really. So excuse me, Mr. Pumpkin, you need to move now. I'm going to pop some eyes into this dude. Squiggly Bob is adjusting the face for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. He just decided that his mouth needed to be slightly different. So we're just going to go with that. I just nodded and agreed because, you know, he doesn't talk, so it's easier to just agree with him sometimes. Otherwise you just end up with flaming arrows sticking out your face. Right, so we're just going to carry on doing this, and I'm going to skip forward again to, I think, the final view of a pumpkin. Okay, here we go, backing up a little bit, standing in a build area. Check that out, giant pumpkin head. I'm pretty pleased with that. We said we'd build a giant pumpkin. That's a giant pumpkin. He's absolutely huge. It's taken us something like 20 stacks, possibly more, of pumpkins. It's lucky Squiggly Bob built that massive pumpkin field. We've been clearing it for about a week, and thankfully they're growing really quickly, so it's been good. So I think we're going to run up the little observation tower which got left behind by maybe Jackie Ice, maybe Twisted Tank. Built this ages ago. We never really did anything with it, so we found it again while we started doing this, and it came in really handy as like a little observation post. I think what I'll do, I'll kind of tidy it up, because as you can see it's kind of cobblestone and mud, and it literally cobbled together out of just stuff. So we're going to fix this place up and actually use it, make it a little derpy observation tower. It's Squiggly Bob, he's up there. Let's run up here, see what we can see from the very top. Let's see, it gets very tight, down almost one block up here. And there we go, giant pumpkin overlooking the grounds of my little pumpkin thing going on down here. So we've got a few down there now. We've got 4 going so far. Hopefully Isaac's going to come in and build another one. Squiggly Bob's getting his eye in, shooting a little zombie. Yeah, oh, well done, matey, you got him. You can see a couple of Nethermen over there. We're on the back of the Derpy wood sign, and what else we got? Lima's tower over there in the distance, and Derpy rail, and the big black obelisk thingy I've built around the golem thing. I say I built it. Dee's helped me out a hell of a lot with that. Thank you, Dee. And a yellow brick road over there. Yeah, so this is Derpy World. It's all going quite nicely. And we're going to say goodbye. So thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from Squiggly Bob and his little scary bow and arrow. Evil man. Thanks for watching. Leave us a like and a comment and share and subscribe and all that stuff. Bye!